Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 100 Reviews. Today, we're talking about episode 3 of Visual Season 2. This was another setup episode. Yeah, it was a setup episode. This episode was setting up what's this Subaru to take the trial of the sanctuaries, which was, I don't know why, because at the end of the episode, kind of went back to Japan, which shocked. I'm like, it doesn't sound like it, but like, I'm perplexed right now. Like, is the tower, is like the sanctuary, the tower itself, or the sanctuary, him, facing like something of his past, like conquering like a past memories, past fears, past something. I know it has to do with the past because it sent him to what's this back in Japan. So is it like him dealing with like maybe a dark memory from in the past that he didn't want to deal with, that type of thing. I bet that's the type of trial the sanctuary has. So anyway, let's talk about the episode. How was it? What's the good? Just the bads? There are no bads. There are always just goods. So let's chillax and talk. Not chillax. There was no chilling right now. Anyway, I know I've skipped episode 2, but sue me. I made the video. I did not. I watched the episode, but I made the thumbnail, but something came up. And I lost the motivation to make the video. But starting from episode 3, I'll be more consistent since I'm making it'll be a weekly series where every week I talk about a single episode. I wanted to do multiple episodes in a week, but I have a lot of like things to review, and I want to make sure that the review itself isn't me just rushing through it and talking about it, but me actually having the time to like talk about what I thought, my thoughts and everything. Anyway, let's just move in. All right. In this episode, we met someone very interesting. Her name is Echidna, the Witch of Greed, which I don't know. Like it's like they're two witches of greed. No, there's a different faction. Wait. So the factions that we know about right now is we know the witch cult because we've defeated one of them. What's this? Episode 1 brought us to like the another witch cult, which was greed and gluttony. Like when if you watch the video, I said I wanted greed to be pride because he looked more prideful. But yeah, those were the witch cults, and then we have the actual witches, which now I'm wondering what's the deal with everyone here right now? Because like my main thing right now was my feeling was like a witch cult and a witch are like semi contract, but in this episode it didn't allude to that because it said that Echidna died here, but it can be still that she made a contract with the witch cult of here that we know of. Like what I'm trying to say is like maybe there was this Echidna made was this a contract with Regulus where he gets some of her power and vice versa. Maybe I don't know, but it doesn't. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense, but because we have the witches code and we have the witches themselves. Like of course I'm making like an assumption that Echidna and the witches codes have like ties to each other because in this episode she also talks about other witches like the witch of what's this the witch of Daphne Delphine, who I doubt that's the name of one of the witch code. I know the witch code is not Dolphin, but of the witches we have the witch code, the witch of Gluttony Delphine, which she kind of like created the beast who defied the will of the god to save the world from the salvation. Which basically my interpretation is like she created maybe she created animals that people could like eat because she created beasts to fight the will of God to save the world from salvation, meaning that she created animals which probably are the beasts that people hunt in this world so that people can have food because she's gluttony. Of course, she has to do something related to food related. And then the witch of lust, Carmilla, who kind of who granted emotions to non-human beings in an attempt to like fill the world with love. I don't have a proper assumption for this because my first assumption was like with our what's this our dragon. I forgot the name of the ride, but I'll ride Pat Patricia. I don't know what her name is. Anyway, like like let's just a man and beast, like dogs, and how dogs is was this a man's best friend. Probably that's my assumption is going where she kind of created, make sure like how non-human beings, maybe like spirits, like how people can contract with spirits, maybe something like that, a shared bond, maybe. I don't know, like for this I really didn't have anything in my, it didn't click anything. And then we have the Witch of Wrath, Minerva, sorry. Who kind of like, who struck people to heal them as she limited the, what's this, the word one word. And this one I also don't know what, like, it's called Wrath, but like she healed people, and she doesn't want war, which I feel like Wrath would want something like that. So it's probably, I don't know. Anyway, this is the other witches that we learn. And then we have the Witch of Sloth, Sekhmet, who drove a dragon past the great waterfall for a chance to rest. And now the main question is, what is this great waterfall? Like, I don't know. Is there like a waterfall that we need to attend to, or is there like, I don't know. It says it drove them past the waterfall. Probably he had to cross a different type of plane of existence, because it's called, what's this, the Great Waterfall. It probably has alludes to like a great distance where to give it a chance to rest. Maybe it was a comfortable place. Who knows? I wouldn't mind going to a place where I can get like a rest, a proper rest. Like one of my dreams is to sleep on a cloud. I know that's like a ludicrous dream, but like it's one of my dreams. And then we have the Witch of Pride, Typhon, which looks okay. Now I want her to be the Witch of Sloth. Like I'm not like, it's just she doesn't give me that prideful vibe. Maybe because it's only like a mirage, like a shadow of her that we've seen. We haven't seen the full pictures, so I don't know her natural pride. Maybe she does have a prideful nature, but like, what's this? Because I was this. To be honest, Regulus again. I'm gonna say this once more. Like, I really do hope I really wanted Regulus to be the Bishop Pride, because he has that prideful demeanor that like is expected to the Witch Pride. Maybe there was this, the Witch Court of Pride probably be more prideful, but for me, I'm still sticking with Regulus right now. And then we have Echidna, the Witch of Greed, the one who embodies the thirst for knowledge, who has done things she kind of regrets. I don't know what she did, but she regrets doing that. And she's kind of fascinated by us, this our boy Subaru, because even all I know of Subaru is like a great anomaly right now, because we have Satella who's after us. We have everything. We have what's this, retained by death that we don't know about, and its save point changes randomly. Like the first save point was when meeting Amelia. The second save point was during the witch court thingy. The third save point was what's this year. So the save point changes randomly, and the main mission right now is saving Amelia, which I think it is, because every time Amelia dies, everything goes wrong, to the point where like once she dies, the save point, like, he I doubt he can go farther without Amelia, because the main mission right now that the witch, the Game by Death is giving him, is to make sure that Amelia reaches her goal, which probably being the king of, I forgot the name of the country. Probably she is a king candidate. Probably being the king is the end goal. Maybe if he fulfills that goal, something will change. I really don't know, but that's the only thing we know. Oh yeah, we also learned about the sloth factor. When we defeated was this Pedagius, his sloth factor entered us. I don't know what that sloth factor really has to like do with us, what type of enhancement it gives us, but we have a factor. And really, like, because I know we will we will defeat all witch courts. Will he get all the witch courts factors, making him the ultimate witch, or like, is this a rare occurrence where he will never get any other witch factor? I really don't know, but it's just too much bombarding right now. And now I was contemplating, and this was a very big contemplation right now. I'm I'm a big Rim fan. I love Rim to death. But the Kikna, was she bad? She freaky. She freaky much. But like, if I were to rank a Kikna, I'll put her in second. Ram is first. Echidna second, and whoever comes next, I don't care. But like, that's my ranking of everyone because to be honest, I only care about Ram, and now I care about Echidna because but shit, this whole thing just. Anyway, what I want to talk about is the other thing that I wanted to talk about is this part. Right after we were leaving Echidna's place, she told us that she was making a promise to us we would never tell anyone about the interaction that we had outside in the witches' graves, but immediately as we got out we forgot everything about it. So would this be a regular occurrence where every time we get out of the witches' graves we forget what really happens, and when we go back inside then we remember? It's a bullshit mechanism because I doubt it will help us in the long run because we'll probably get like useful information from the witches, and if we come back with not remembering any of that information, it's basically useless information, just wasting time. I hope that mechanism becomes patched up because right now it seems useless. And we also meet Garfield, which like I say, like I always say, I'm gonna say I'm not a fan of spoilers. I spoiled myself very much, but I know Garfield from like a really cracked fight scene, visual fight scene, and I enjoyed the fight scene. So I'm hyped right now to see him in the show. He's not what I expected. He's denser than I expected. He's a crap ton denser. He's more of a beast than man, but I'm still liking him. I'm vibing with his character right now. Okay, now let's talk about the main context of the story. Right now we're trapped in the sanctuary, which I don't even want to call it a sanctuary because it's like what's this hybrid graveyard where like only people with mixed blood can enter it, but there's no way of actually escaping from it, which is a problem. Which I don't even know why they call it a sanctuary because Akina died here. Like there must have been a great fight because we know Satella killed all the witches for their power and whatnot. I don't know why that happened, but Echidna died here. Roswell's family is connected to Echidna because he was very affined when what's this? A media called her the Witch of Greed. Roswell's like, nah, call her Echidna. That's more appropriate, to call her Echidna. So he has a connection with Echidna. Like Roswell's been sus since season one. He hides more than he says. I want to slap him, like I don't know. I just want to slap him. And oh, Rem's there. She's just ah. Season one hasn't changed my interpretation of Rem. She's just for me. Rem is just there. She doesn't make or break the show for me. She's just there. She just to me she's like a plot device that just moves the plot forward. If she's there or not there, it really doesn't change. Anyway, right now we have to face the challenge of the tomb for the people to actually live because we see what happened to Roswell. People who are not of mixed blood, human and another species can't really go through like the tomb, which sh- shocks but shockers. Which I feel like that's a bullshit mechanism because why the hell can't I'm the freak I got in? Why the freak can I get out? Like I said, this whole sanctuary is like trapping. It's like trapping mixed blood in a. I would say it's like it's like a detention camp. I forgot what it's called, but it's like, and this is a very fair, not a like it's like when you were, it's like a prison. Yeah, it's like a prison for like demi humans where like you come in, you don't get up, and I think it's only mixed blood. If you have mixed blood, you can you can enter but not get out, which is a bullshit mechanism, like I said. But it also kind of raised a question because like I said, I watched a short video of Garfield, fighting. So like Garfield is relatively strong, and Garfield's main purpose right now is for Amelia to successfully clear. The tomb so like they can get out. But I was wondering like why can't he do it? Like even Subaru asked why he didn't do it himself, but he said if I could, I would. So there's something preventing him. It's like the tomb specifically just was waiting for Subaru or Amelia to actually clear it because someone as strong as Garfield can't enter the tomb, and which I feel like the tomb was specifically waiting for Subaru to clear it because there's one thing that happened during this episode that kind of made me think that when the tomb's supposed to light up until the whole trial is finished, but it immediately, when Amelia went in, it light up and it dimmed down, it closed down, which Garfield was shocked away because it never happened like that. Which Subaru can, Subaru being Subaru, he kind of runs to Amelia because that's his girl, which I still don't understand why, but like that's his girl. And the tomb accepted him, which defies all logic because Subaru is from Earth. He's not a mixed blood. We know he's human through and through, thick and thin. I mean, is it because he has a witch factor that he's able to like get in, or is it because of Satala? Like, what's happening right now? Is it because of like did Akina allow him to pass through? But like I said, I feel like this whole thing was just waiting for Subaru because it knew that Subaru would go in if Amelia went in, so it shut down and then forced Subaru to actually enter. There was the sanctuary, so I feel like this sort of thing was prepared for Subaru. I don't know what they have intentions for, but it's prepared for Subaru, which, like I said, I feel like the test is basically him conquering like a part of the memories that he's suppressed, maybe like a dark past of himself, a dark memory which has to do with back in Earth, because we don't really know much about him back in Earth because the story immediately starts with him blinking into like this world. You at the convenience store, bam, and I know we don't really know much about his past life, much about his parents, maybe about friends, families, anything like that. So I feel like this episode is him conquering that. The trial is him conquering that. Anyway, if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm Hunter, and I'll see you next week. Capiche?